Video, you're good now. You're on.
We're here live in Alma, New Brunswick at this 4G, 5G cell tower structure. You can see here, look at the massive down guy wire structure that they've got to use. If maybe you can pan up there and follow those down guys up to the structure. This is massive. Compared to what we use, the company I work for, when we put the down guys for the telephone poles, which were generally about 10 mil or 12 millimeter wire, these here are probably 1 inch to 1 inch and a quarter. So you can see this big down guy structure here, and we're getting readings now from this tower system here at volts per meter 2.5, which is in the extreme level. Well, the maximum was 2.5. Right now it's showing in the low range in the green, which is a safe level, but it's peaking at up to about 2.5. So that is very dangerous. That's a concern for sure. These are one of the very tall cell tower structures, which is typical for what you find in rural settings, and so that they can easily transmit from one to the other. They're typically, I think, anywhere from about maybe 5 to 10 kilometers apart from each other. And so in the rural settings, I think typically the towers are usually quite high, very tall. This one here is probably about at least 50 I want to say probably at least 50 meters tall. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a walk over to get right up close to it, and to get a better look at some of the internal wire structures and things. Okay, let's go for a walk down this way here. And beautiful, you can show here, we've got, look at the raspberries.
Raspberries!
They're everywhere. Yeah, it's like you said earlier, they're going to get radiated.
Radiation berries.
Radiation berries. Thank you all for joining in. We're just going to get up closer to this,
Monstrosity.
Massive unit. Were you able to get a close-up view of the?
Yeah, kinda. Ooh, she's an ugly one.
And again, this location here is called Alma, New Brunswick, which is
Tourist town.
Yes, yes. Essentially right next to Fundy Park, Fundy National Park. So getting disturbingly high readings of ionizing and non-ionizing radiation. And Patricia was saying here that this tower probably went up no more than about, what, maybe 3 or 4 months ago?
Yeah, about that. During the lockdowns back in April for sure.
Sometime during the lockdown they put this structure up. And as you can see, you know, as I was showing earlier, with these down guys, I mean, that's a massive amount of...
Ooh, look at it spiking there.
It's
you hear
spiking.
That? Ooh.
I heard it.
It went right up to, there's a one over on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard the spiking there, yeah.
We're pretty much right underneath of it right now.
Yeah, yeah, we are well underneath of it, so obviously the readings are going to be much lower. Must have been the road that they would use to come in.
Yeah, a little access road. Oh.
tower, it's either a Rogers or a Bell.
I think this one is Bell. I think Bell mostly is down here. There's not very many Rogers towers down this way.
Oh, okay. Well,
most of the people who have cell phones around here have to have Bell because you don't get reception from Rogers.
oh, okay. So now I'm gonna reset this here. So we're obviously
right underneath of it.
Right underneath of it. Very much below the the transmitters, so obviously we're going to get a lower reading. So earlier was around 2.5, 0.5 being the threshold when health effects start happening, detrimental health effects, and so now it's at 0.4.
Wow.
And 0.4, so it's still close to the threshold. But again, earlier, this, as I was saying, you know, this is because we are well beneath the structure. So that's why we're going to get lower readings.
Oh, spiking.
And there we can hear it spiking. 0.6 now.
Wow, that's a creepy noise.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Sounds like a movie, like robots or something. They're communicating.
Exactly. So 0.69, I think, 0.7. So now it's creeping up. It's still, even though we're kind of in the safest area, if you're going to be in, you know, a safe area around these structures, probably right underneath it is actually going to be safer than if you were a little bit further away from it, believe it or not. But even though we're still well underneath it, we are still at 0.7. We reached 0.7, so that's still, you know, we're still in the danger area. And as you can see, the wire structure, the wiring that goes from this building here, and the wires going up to the tower. To think of just the amount, the massive amount of money that they would have put into putting this structure up in such a short time. You know, I suspect they probably had it put up within a month. And again, it wasn't here. 3 or 4 months ago, it wasn't here. And boom, now it's here. And there she's peaking again. Yeah. So it's very concerning. This is, again, this is a rural area. A lot of farming communities, things like that.
Population of Alma is about 300 people year round.
300 people.
That's it.
Yeah. And, but when this unit goes when it goes into full force, they're going to get radiated. They're going to get some terrible health effects from that. And it's happening all across Canada. And this is the government and the big telecom communication companies. They're working together. And the sad thing is that the Canada Safety Code 6, Health Code, Safety Code 6, I think it's called. They set the limit so high at something like 1 million, like in the ionizing radiation. They set it so high that you would never attain that. And the independent scientists have shown that the recommended maximum level in microwatts per square meter, which is ionizing radiation, the maximum should be no more than 1,000 microwatts per square meter. And of course, Canada's Safety Code 6 lists that maximum at something like, I think like 1 million, or some crazy high number that you would never reach anyway. So this, in a sense, this effectively protects the government and the telecom industries from any liability, any responsibility. We have to do something about this. Thank you all for joining us.